we were frustrated. You and I in particular were frustrated about that supply chain of RFID inlays coming from China. And it seemed like everything was started basically in Taiwan for the wafer and then would flow through China for the inlays. That's the supply chain. And that was hard to say, we really don't have any control over this. Well, the interesting thing is there were companies out there, Mullbauer being one, that had a way of direct die attach. But the investment was well over $1 million. Now, we've made that investment before, but at the same time, we were thinking, I don't know that this pencils out. But then we just kept thinking about that. Well, if it could pencil out, how do we go about this? And so you and I started pursuing that. And it was interesting because Mullbauer gave us a spreadsheet that we could do that analysis. And then I had you say, hey, what inlays could we produce? Universal inlays, for instance, that we were going on the outside. Could we produce those? Could we produce others? And we went through this justification and we were thinking, the likelihood of us being able to do this, probably not good. But lo and behold, after we went through that initial spreadsheet, it was like, hold on, I think there's a possibility. And then we just kept developing that and we really honed in on a few different things. And we said, yeah, it looks like we can justify this $1 million investment. It was exciting. But it was part of the decision maker is to saying, we need somebody to tell us, we're nuts. We can't do this. But we went to leadership next. They looked at it. They had some questions for us. But nobody was able to poke enough holes in that it would just, derail the whole project. And then they went to the board of directors. We went to them with the same case. They saw as opportunity. All systems were go. We said, yeah, we're going to make this decision. And then we had a lot of work to do.